Okay, so there's several agendas we need to address. The LGBT agenda, the atheist agenda, the feminist agenda, leftist, liberal, globalist, Marxist, progressive.
Okay, let's get through this quickly. What are the gays up to now?
They're kissing, they're holding hands, they're doing stuff. And they want to put it in films, television, and video games and whatnot.
Oh, well, that's definitely pushing an agenda. We need to do something about this. If movies and video games can get you to kill people, then they can definitely turn you gay.
I'm already on it, boss. We're calling it political.
Calling what political?
Gay people. Also, too many black people, too many female leads, religious minorities, etc. If they exist in a movie or game or whatever, it's called politics.
But don't those people exist in real life?
If they're in real life, it's not politics. But if they're in media, it is politics.
Okay, but what if said media really is about politics?
Like what?
War?
That's not political.
Economics?
That's not political.
Actual political policy?
Not political.
Two black lesbians kissing.
Oh, that's political as shit, boss.
I see. And being political is bad?
Absolutely. It's impolite to discuss politics. Also, we're calling stuff like that getting woke.
Woke? Isn't that like taking the red pill?
No.
But doesn't the red pill wake you up?
Yes, but it's good awake versus bad awake.
You have to be the right kind of conscious, sir.
Right, boss. It's all about being a non-conformist. So as long as you conform to the kinds of opinions we like, then you're the right kind of non-conformist.
I see. But couldn't we just fight back by putting a bunch of straights in movies and video games and whatnot?
That's already the case, sir.
Really? For how many of them?
All of them.
Oh, wow! Who okayed that agenda?
Nobody. We just never called it an agenda.
Excellent. And that's not political?
Nope.
Good. What's next?
The atheist agenda.
Okay, what are those godless heathens up to now?
They disagree with religious people.
Outrageous!
Right. They want to push their arguments and ideas about how our religion is incorrect, and they want to do things like not be fired for disbelieving in God or run for public office without having to pretend to be Christian or pander to us. They also don't trust appealing to an unseen authority figure and want us to actually substantiate our claims and arguments.
But they still believe in freedom of religion, correct?
Yes, most of them do.
Excellent. So let's just say that discriminating against them is necessary to exercise our religious liberty. Include anyone else we happen to disagree with, too. If they disagree with us, we'll say, aha! Now look at who's intolerant, or something like that. We naturally have the right to say whatever we want, so if they criticize us, we'll just accuse them of trying to shut down our freedom of speech. Since their speech would violate our speech, they shouldn't be allowed to have their speech anymore, so by censoring them, we'd be protecting speech. Simple.
If we're not allowed to discriminate, then we're being persecuted?
Exactly.
Also, anytime we don't like something, we're going to label it a religion, even if it has nothing to do with religion, which will take the pressure off of our religion.
But I thought we like religion.
Religion is bad unless it's our religion, which we're currently saying isn't actually a religion.
What about when we want to claim religious rights from the government?
Then it definitely is a religion.
What if one of those other groups we're calling religions now want to claim religious rights from the government?
Then they're definitely not religions, temporarily.
I see. Are the heathens doing anything in popular media too, like the gays?
Sometimes, but we got that one covered, boss. Whenever they do, it sparks a national outrage, and we call it communist propaganda.
People still fall for that?
Yep.
Even though it's not the 1950s anymore?
Oh, they want it to be.
Excellent. But wait a minute, don't we promote religious ideas in movies and literature and whatnot?
Oh yeah, all the time. We even got our own sections in all the bookstores.
Walmart.
Target.
We've got tons of movies from the likes of such iconic and renowned celebrities as
Kevin Sorbo,
Kirk Cameron,
Dinesh D'Souza, etc. all dedicated to smearing atheists as scared, angry dum-dums who really do believe in God.
But don't people see that as propaganda?
Oh, not at all. That's just normal. Hell, we even sell baby Bibles at all the major retailers.
Wait a minute, the atheists aren't doing anything like that, are they?
Oh, no, of course not. We would never tolerate that.
Nope, that would be boycott city.
Anything else?
We're also working on using the state to indoctrinate children.
Any pushback?
Some, yes.
Welp, more freedom of religion violations. Obviously, we can't properly practice our religion without an enormous state apparatus to enforce and impose it upon the children of people who don't believe in our religion. Just like that one guy said, what was his name again?
Jesus?
Yeah, that guy.
I don't think he said that, sir.
But, sir, don't we believe the government is incompetent, corrupt, and way too large?
Well, of course.
Then why would we want them involved with our religion?
A tyrannical government is fine as long as it's tyrannical in our favor. Got it?
Got it.
Could that ever backfire?
Nope, never. By the way, do the atheists still have all those thousands of large meeting halls in every neighborhood which they use to spread their beliefs and even endorse political candidates in direct violation of their tax-exempt 5013C status?
No, boss, that's us. Those are churches.
Oh, right. What's next?
The feminine agenda.
Great. What are the broads up to now?
It's a war on men. Soy, estrogen, transgenderism, women in the workplace. They're trying to make women more like men and men more like women in order to domesticate us. They're making more movies and games with women who act like men. You know, badasses and whatnot.
Okay, we need to step up our trad wife campaign. Make sure to let everyone know how happy women are when they're doing dishes, laundry, and changing diapers. Put pictures of pretty women next to pictures of ugly women and claim that the pretty women are on our side while the ugly women are on their side.
Wait, people are dumb enough to fall for that?
Oh, yeah. And then there's the egg factor.
Eggs?
Yes. Women have a limited number of eggs, and if they don't use them, they lose them. They need to be shamed for not pushing out children, as is their God-given purpose in life.
Got it.
Slut-shaming. More slut-shaming.
So if women show too much skin,
Slut-shame the shit out of them.
I'm a little worried about going too strong on this route, boss.
Really? Why?
Well, if we constantly encourage women to cover up, stay home, and push out babies, people might start to mistake us for the Islamists.
No, that's just for brown people.
wait, but I thought Islam isn't a race.
It isn't when we criticize it, but when we draft policies against it, it definitely is.
You just don't say that part out loud. Got it?
Got it.
Next.
This is a big one, boss, and I'm not really sure what to call it. The liberal agenda, the progressive agenda, the leftist agenda, stuff like that.
Goddamn communists.
Exactly, boss. We think they're behind a lot of the other agendas. They're trying to push minorities into political positions in order to cause change that will directly affect their lives in a positive way.
Absurd. Don't they know what politics is for? If their lives are improved, then that means our lives will get worse.
Exactly. And they'll oppress us as revenge for oppressing them.
The only way to stop that is to keep oppressing them.
Maybe we should debate them?
Depends. Do they want to debate?
Some of them don't.
Then we should try to debate them. If when they refuse, accuse them of being scared.
But some of them do want to debate.
Then we should not try to debate them. Accuse them of trying to profit.
But aren't we capitalists? Don't we support the profit motive?
It's only capitalism if we profit.
Speaking of profit, it's usually pretty profitable if our people claim to walk away from the other side, even if they were never much a part of it to begin with.
Ah, very good. And then we welcome them with open arms, which is excellent for optics, while the other side is so mean to them, right?
So should we be nice to those who leave our side? You know, just to be consistent?
Oh, hell no, those are traitors! Are you smoking crack or something?
Yeah, just kidding, just kidding.
They also seem to be very concerned with things like race and gender.
Aha! So they're bigots! Why do they care so much, huh?
So should we say that we like diversity?
Heavens, no! Oh, I got it. Let's just say that we don't care about such demographics, content of character rather than color of skin, just like MLK said, and they can't argue back because MLK said it.
But, sir, like 99% of the politicians on our side are straight white males.
Well, so what? What's wrong with being a straight white male, huh?
Nothing, but if they're mostly straight white males, it it might look like, we really do care about race and gender because, you see, we constantly pick people of the same race and gender, so our words would not really match up with our actions,
I see. Fair point. Maybe we could appeal to genetics. Say that straight white males are genetically...
No!
They're on to that.
Who is onto that?
The group that's behind all the other agendas.
The group?
Yes, boss.
Don't say it out loud. They could be spying.
Okay, boss. Yes, it's the juice.
Apple juice, right? The kind you drink, and not the kind you put in an oven or a gas chamber?
Yes, boss. The juice is behind all the agendas.
No, we can't say that publicly. It's not approved yet by the higher-ups. Even Trump has friends and family who belong to the juice.
Oh, you mean the orange juice?
You ever stop and think for a moment that we might be doing more than a little projecting here? I mean, maybe we see agendas everywhere because we're constantly actively trying to push an agenda. Maybe for others, it's not so much an agenda as people just trying to live their lives. And maybe not everyone is like us, and not everyone likes the same things we do or believes the same things we do, so they naturally promote and consume things which we can't relate to, and maybe that has nothing to do with trying to dominate us or replace us or take away the things we like and want, but maybe it's just them trying to be a part of the world and live their lives and relate and connect. Maybe a publicly gay couple is not an attack on the straights, and maybe an effeminate man is not an attack on masculinity, and maybe an atheist expressing their opinions is not an attack on religious freedom. Maybe if they live the way they want, it does not necessarily stop us from living the way we want. Maybe there's room for all of us, traditional and progressive, as long as it's what we want to do, and we're not trying to force others to do it too. Maybe, just maybe, if we really were so tough, rugged, thick-skinned, and as difficult to offend as we want to come off, then maybe we should not care so much about their preferences. Maybe we are now the babies. Maybe we are now the triggered ones. Maybe we are the hyper-offended about everything, and we see everything as an attack against us, when really not everything needs to be about us. And maybe we can just enjoy it anyway, even if it isn't about us. And maybe, just maybe, it really is about us, because in the end, we're all human beings, so we should be able to relate to one another after all, right?
Boss, are you okay?
Depends. Do you agree with anything I just said?
I guess.
And what about you?
No, I don't agree. And that answer may or may not be true, but even if it weren't true, I'd still say I don't agree, because the ultimate objective here is not truth, but winning and gaining control at all costs.
Correct. You passed the test. But it looks like there's a sheeple in our midst.
Certainly doesn't look like a nonconformist like the rest of us.
No, I am a nonconformist. Go MAGA and COG. And to hell with all those cuck AOC, simp NPC SJWs with TDS.